Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Joe White from Get Life Coaching and welcome to another edition of Live Free. So over the weekend we had our Coaches Camp, and Coaches Camp is an amazing experience. It's what we call our level 1 certification, where we get people who want to become life coaches or who are maybe life coaches already and want to learn different skills. We get therapists, we get leaders in businesses and their communities. We also get people who want to learn how to coach maybe their families, or maybe most importantly, learn how to coach themselves at an even greater, deeper level. And it's an amazing emotional transformation that everyone goes through, growing their emotional muscles. But just equally as important is the skills that they learn. And we're really teaching mechanics of true lasting transformation, how to empower the client from that inside out methodology that we do here at Get Life Coaching. So one of the key components that we teach is anyone who wants to create a level of lasting change, they got to see that change is possible. So we call that they have to have a frame of possibility. And what keeps people stuck more than anything else is that they just don't see that it's possible. For example, very often we go into businesses to do either employee turnaround or business turnaround. And when we go in there, we're usually met with a level of resistance from the employees. And here's the number one complaint. We've been through this before and it doesn't work. Well, yeah, I get that, but I'm not everyone who ever been in front of you before. And our techniques are radically different. And we're able to create the change by how we deliver and what we do. But you know what? It doesn't matter what I know. If they do not believe that change is possible, in other words, if they don't believe that this will work, I might as well just pack my stuff up and go home. Because it's not going to work. There'll be too much resistance. So when I'm working with a group of individuals or a client, or you're working with yourself, or I'm working with me, I'm looking at the area of my life that I need to grow, we got to make sure that we see change is possible. So there's 3 keys I want you to get here today. The next issue, I'm going to share with you the 3 agents of change. But we're going to stick to the first 3 things you need to understand. The first thing you have to see, that change is possible. So it goes back to my team building experience with the business I worked with. They got to see that it's possible. You got to see it's possible in your own life. Because if you don't see it's possible, you're not going to give it your all. And when you don't give it your all, you're going to get lousy results. When you get lousy results, there's going to be a voice in the backside of your brain that says, you know what? I told you this wasn't going to work. Now, there's a difference of knowing here and feeling here. And very often we kind of believe, or we want to believe that it can happen. But we feel inside that it won't. So we give it 80%, or maybe even 90%, or worse, we give it 50%. Look, if something that you believe in your life, if you don't give it your very, very best, then what the heck are you doing it? Find something in your life that you will give it your very, very best. But I'm assuming that you're thinking of something right now that maybe you want in your life that you have not yet been giving it your very best. Or you give it your all, but then you pull back when you don't get results. And that's not going to help either, because you got to be consistent. So real quick here, the first thing is you got to make sure that you believe that change is possible. I'll give you more keys next edition, but just get that in your mind. Number 2, that you have to believe that you can change it. I get it, that not everything is under your control, and not everything that you want is possible, but you got to believe that you have to do your part in it. Look, you can't control other people, actions, very much the outcomes that happens in your life, but you can control you. You can control what you think, what you say, what you feel, what you do, your actions you take, what goes on in here, and you must take responsibility for that. And the third key is you have to believe, okay, that it must change now. Because if you don't believe that it must change now, you won't give it your all. See, you only give it enough to get yourself out of pain and experience a level of relief in your life. And you know what? We've been putting stuff off our whole lives. It's a must. Because when things become a must, we'll find a way. We've all been here. We've all been tired. We've all been, and got the phone call in the middle of the night where someone needs us or someone needs to talk with us. And we found the energy. Or we had to get a project done, so we're up all night and got up early the next morning. So I really believe this more than almost anything else, that what we're capable of doing, what we're willing to do is 2 different things. See, what we're willing to do very often disappoints us, but what we're capable of doing is almost anything. If I'm going to err on the side, I'm going to err on the side believing that all things are possible. I get it. I get sometimes in life that things aren't possible, that everything can't get turned around, or every opportunity won't fall your way. But I'd rather believe that everything is possible than to believe that stuff is impossible. Because heck, you know what? If something doesn't turn out the way I want it to, I'll learn from it. I'll grow from it. I'll take something from that, and that will help me and serve me on my next level. So I may not enjoy the lesson, I'll enjoy the gains I get from that as I grow and move forward. So a quick recap. Number 1, you got to believe change is possible. Number 2, you got to believe that you can change it. And lastly, you got to believe it must change now. So I know I gave you a lot, but I wanted to keep this as short as I could. So please listen again, and I will see you next time. So this is Joe White from Get Life Coaching. Live free, everybody. Bye-bye.